Hello, my name is Blake Patterson, and welcome to Real Values. On this week's episode, I discuss Boots Riley's I Love Boosters. Like his previous film, Sorry to Bother You, I Love Boosters is a satiric work that embraces its eccentricity to the extreme, whether the audience likes it or not. With these two films, Riley establishes himself as not merely a politically conscious artist, but also as an auteur whose worlds are so distinct and heightened, yet carried by the force of someone who understands the pains of his central character and their experiences, given the filmmaker's maximalist sensibility, from the color palette to the Yards' score and his leftist politics. It is also amusing to imagine how irritated some people will be, particularly on the political side, with what Riley has envisioned now through Keke Palmer's Corvette, a shoplifter with an artistic background in fashion design. What we observe through Riley's exploration and Palmer's performance is a woman who is motivated by boosting as a political statement against capitalism, her artistic ambitions for designing clothes, and her loneliness. Through its subversive incorporation of science fiction tropes, such as a device that can transport, deconstruct, or accelerate a situation, I Love Boosters is the story of how Corvette figures out herself amid these different obstacles involving her Velvet Gang colleagues, Naomi Aki's Sade and Taylor Page's Mariah, a Chinese factory worker named Jianu, played by Poppy Liu, the corrupt fashion maven who inspires her, Demi Moore's Christy Smith, and a handsome man with a pinky ring who turns out to be a demon, played by Lakeith Stanfield. Corvette's personal journey is cleverly conceived, with Corvette serving as her name until her actual name, Cassandra, is introduced in the last third, and a song titled Cassandra by Palmer and Riley serves as an indication of Cassandra's growth. It is a transcendence of commercialism through discovering and following the inner person, which is a meritorious point in today's society, when people so easily fall under the influence of corporate-minded media and accept their current status. Through these circumstances, Riley illustrates Corvette's angst, particularly on a financial level, with a boulder of eviction notices and other papers that shrinks to a small size by the conclusion and confirms the resolution of her anxieties. Riley not only satirizes the exploitation of the corporate world and how it affects workers and their pay, but also critiques how corporations utilize influencers to promote their propaganda, as seen in Christie's choice to create a think tank by having people take off their skins for political purposes. Riley even playfully references Jean-Luc Godard by developing a strike among the Chinese factory workers, even though Riley is far more humane in his political viewpoint than the talented French Maoist was during the years of his overt political filmmaking era. As exhilarating and hilarious as I Love Boosters is, the only aspect I questioned was whether Stanfield's character was necessary to the narrative framework until I thought more about its inclusion in Corvette's journey to being Cassandra. Whether it is the naturally likable Palmer or Moore making the villainous Christie her own, each actor is completely in sync with Riley's vision by effectively moving through different tones. You enjoy these performances so much that you can imagine more amusing situations with them and how they would respond, especially Will Poulter as the condescending manager Grayson, and Isa Gonzalez as a former co-worker who knows more than the Velvet Gang initially realizes. Unapologetic in its personality and views, I Love Boosters has so much on its genre-defying mind that it will likely be rewarding each time you revisit it. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great night.